What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to a new Tom Macdonald song called The Machine. Now normally he uploads his new songs or whatever on Fridays. I'm a little late, it's Saturday here, so I've been working and busy, of course. But we're gonna get to reacting to this song. Usually I jump on the chance once his song releases, I listen to it, but I want to start doing some reaction videos for you guys and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold off onto it and wait for this special moment to react for you guys. So I'm excited because I've been itching to listen to the song so bad, but I haven't. A little background behind my knowledge with Tom Macdonald. I am a big fan of Tom. I have a bunch of his albums that are signed and everything like that. I got into him about 2018, 2019. I was introduced to him and I fell in love with his stuff. So I'm really excited to check out this new song, and without further ado, let's get into this. I forgot to mention that what we're going to do is we're just going to watch it through first, and then after, if there's some things we want to break down, look at the lyrics or whatever, and just, whatever opinions I have about it, we'll kind of break it down as we go. It's a 3-minute song, so let's not waste any time.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. 2 teams, 1 coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda's controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills cause that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted, they both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
All right. The reason I started smiling and getting like, because at first when the song started, I was like, okay, this beat sounds familiar. Like he's had it in a song before. And I was like, okay, like it was familiar. It's okay to reuse a beat or whatever, you know, whatever. And then once that chorus hit, I realized, I'm like, wait a second, I've heard this song. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Oh my god. So yes, I was absolutely correct. Like I said, I was like, the beat sounds familiar, and then that chorus hit, and I'm like, why do I feel like I know the lyrics to the song? As you can see, I was kind of singing with it. Yeah, so this is actually one of his songs from one of his albums, Renegade. So I actually own this album, and I was like, I knew it sounded so freaking familiar. Yes, I have heard this song. I didn't realize, I thought it was actually like, for you guys it's new. Here's the thing with Tom Macdonald, is he releases his albums, but he doesn't have all of it accessible like through Spotify. Like you have to buy the albums physically on his website to get access to all of his other songs. Unless he makes a music video for it, then it becomes available on Spotify, which this last one with what's his freaking face, The Brave 2, he released it on Spotify as well. But Renegade I don't think is on Spotify, if I'm completely sure. But some of the songs that he has done music videos are available to the public, just like this. So this one I remember too, because when I heard it on his album, I was like, he needs to make a music video of this song because you guys need to hear it. And finally he has. I didn't think it would take him this long, honestly, but thank you, Tom Macdonald, for freaking making a music video for the song, because the lyrics in this song are so important, especially with the elections coming up, everything, how the government treats us, how things are so fake. It's so important to the message that he is portraying in this song. And like I said, I want to break it down. I mean, since I actually know how this song goes, it's going to be a little bit easier to break down and stuff. Easily one of my like top favorite songs of his, especially in the message. I just want to go through it honestly pretty quick since I know this song. So let's just start it back. So we get into it, right?
I am not Republican. I am
that
not
first
liberal.
verse.
Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all. They don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
All right, like, so if you're a little slow, it's okay. But when I first heard this song, I resonated with it so freaking much because first line, I am not a Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? Like, when I tell you that's how I feel in politics, oh my god, that's how I feel. I agree with a lot of things Republicans do, but even they screw up from time to time. You know what I mean? The place that I stand in politics is, okay, if you have these good ideas, I'm going to support you. It's not my fault that a lot of the bad ideas come from Democrats and all the things that I agree with are with Republicans. Now, if there's a Republican that has shitty values and I don't agree with, I'm not going to vote for him. Pretty simple. And it's like, I'm not even a liberal. I'm on the side of freedom for America. If you can defend our values and our Constitution and everything that this country is supposed to be, I'm gonna like you. I'm gonna vote for you. That's why I like RFK, and the things that he stands for. Does he have some bad values? Yeah, of course, here and there. But most of the things that he preaches is what I truly believe and I back, and that's what I want to vote for, if anything. But just like he says, why can't I just be American without being political? Like, why does us having to value what America is have to be immediately political? You know, because they're, oh, you're Republican. And it's like, no, I just want the freedom of our country, man. I'm trying not to go on a rant here with, politics. We're trying to just focus on the video. I understand, but, cancel culture, blah, blah, blah. It's a psychological holocaust. There's been plenty of history that has talked about this. If you listen to Joe Rogan, he's talked about it. There's books on it. There's, God, I can't think of the name of it. But there's so much that have said, if you're going to, corrupt a country or whatever, you're going to do it over 20, 30 years, and it's going to be psychological. And then we see that in today's culture. Pumping propaganda through your screens, straight to your brain. You don't realize it. TikTok, everything. Indoctrinating children. Yeah, it's they're burning books in untraditional ways. That's because they want to rewrite history literally right in front of our eyes. That's why, well, the latest thing is AI. And the Google AI, how you want it to make a image of a white family or whatever, it won't do it. It'll only do colored people. It won't even recognize the fact that white people exist. And that's honestly the sad truth that's going on. They're trying to erase all of this to be more inclusive. But isn't that racist when you are trying to get rid of white people? That's still racism.
They keep
Screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. The system has failed us and the media is fake. We all know this. Hates us and opinions is dangerous. Yeah. So it goes back into the thing, I'm not Republican, I'm not a liberal. And that's the thing, they never ever help. That is the thing I hate about politics. And there's a whole debate on whether it should have a third party or whatever it may be, right? The thing that I hate about this country is that everything has to be a side. Like, we are the United States of America. It doesn't matter if you're white, doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're Asian or, Vietnamese or whatever. We are Americans, okay? And the thing that this country loves to do is divide us. That's why they constantly talk about on the news, this black person did this white person did this Asian person did this, because they have to identify people by color. But what we're supposed to be doing as America is identify as Americans. We're not supposed to be looking at color. The only racist people that are racist are the ones who talk about color actively. Which, look at the president, just saying. But it's always, red or blue. Which are you? Why do I have to pick a side? Why can't I just be myself? Why can't I be in the middle? Doesn't make no sense.
Thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird.
That is so important right there too. Go ahead and vote, because both parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. So a lot of the conspiracy theories are going to be the ones that understand this, but it doesn't matter which side. I mean, there's a, better party, better person, whatever. But ultimately, when you go down the line, it goes so much deeper. The World Economic Forum, the people, the elites, they're the ones actually controlling what America does, what the world does, what is trendy, what is this, what is that. It's not this president, no. It goes so much deeper, and they control because they're the elites. They're the top 1%. Easily. And a lot of people don't realize that. They're all to the same people, but they have favorites of who's going to bend the knee to them, who's going to follow orders. That's why they're so afraid to Mr. Orange Man coming up in the election, right? Because he's not going to bow down to this stuff, or at least most of it. He's going to do his own thing because he wants freedom in America, okay? And I don't want to get political and debate about blah, 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 you know. Rant if you want to. I don't care, honestly. I just want our freedoms to be protected in this country. That's all it is.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that
Oh, God, I fucking love it. But anyway, sorry. Again, they're scared. It's so much truth in this song, and thank you, Tom Macdonald, for freaking making this a music video, because it's so important. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. That's why they throttle these songs on YouTube. That's why platforms like Rumble exist, to get these freedom of speech things out there, to have platforms like Twitter, X, to have the freedom of speech, because they can't control it because they're scared of it. They want to control it. They want to control the narrative, what you read, what you hear on the news, whatever. They don't want the actual truth. They want so much freaking control. They'll kill us or lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that that unified we are invincible. That is why they divide so much. That's why it's red or blue. That's why it's, oh, you're racist or you're not. But either way, it's still going to be racist or climate change or what. There's always some sort of narrative because they want us to be fighting against each other. And that's not what we need to be doing. We need to look past that to the elites that are controlling everything, that are making us fat, that are making us dumb, that are just entertaining us with TikTok or whatever narrative is going on, trying to scare us with a virus, trying to say aliens are among us, you know, whatever it may be. That's always something because they don't want you to be catching on to whatever they are doing. And you just gotta wake up. That's all you gotta do.
We are
Yeah.
the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us for pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think.
School teaches you to... This is why so many people say school's not important. Because they just teach you to learn, and they don't teach you to think. They don't teach you how to make money or how bank account works or how to make a house payment or to make a business or anything. They don't teach you that because they just want you to be, hey, learn these so you can survive out there, but you need to just get a job and work. They don't want you to think critically and be like, oh, this is how I'm going to do this, because they don't want you financially free. They want you locked to their system to realize what they're doing, you know, to control you. That's all it comes down to, is just control.
So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? It's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted, they both fake teams, evil.
Oh, God, I love it. That's just exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said, man. I took the red pills because that's what's fighting for our freedoms. That's why so many people are changing to be Republican or turning red or whatever. They're not actually Republican. They're just sick of the Democratic bullcrap that's not fighting for our freedom, that's not protecting America. Goddamn. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it, man. And it's just the, last chorus or whatever. But this is exactly why I love Tom Macdonald and the things that he freaking raps about. I'm so glad he made this a music video finally. Oh my god. And it's actually trending to be like #1. They're trying to, you know, shut the message down and stuff like that. But this song is so important to be #1 right now. And I'm so glad that it is. I just hope that you guys listening to it and jamming out to it, I hope you guys share it. I hope you have people listen to the message and understand what is going on. Don't be afraid to just have a conversation with people about these things. And if they get too triggered, then they might be too far gone into the matrix to realize what's going on. The biggest thing is they have to wake up themselves. But starting a conversation with each other, it's the first step, because we're not just these controversial people and controversy what's the word, conspiracy theorists and stuff that are just crazy, because we can back up our claims. There's so many things that have been fact checked, that have been released, but they get dumbed down because they don't want everybody to know the actual truth. That's why Twitter is so important. That's why they just talk crap about Twitter and Elon so freaking much, because there's so much truth on there and they don't want you guys to know. But people like Tom Macdonald are so freaking important, where he's independent. They can't control him. They can't censor him. They can't do anything to him. And I love it, man. And this last song that he did with Ben Shapiro, how that got viral, that just spreads his message more. He's got so much more eyes on him because of that song, because of Ben Shapiro and his audience. They, you know, come to him, and now he drops this song. I mean, absolutely, like, thank you, Tom. Like, honestly, I doubt you're going to be watching this at all, but thank you so much for dropping this song, especially when you got so many eyes on you now and your popularity has just skyrocketed, because it's so important to get the freaking message out there and have America wake up. I know it kind of turned into a rant and stuff, but this is what Tom does. He's very controversial and stuff like that. But I do want to say, guys, that there are a ton of songs that he has on his albums that he doesn't have available on Spotify or in a music video on YouTube or something. And they are freaking bangers, I tell you. Like, how many times I have his CD playing in my car and I'm just jamming out to the songs that most of the population probably hasn't even heard. Go to his website, tommacdonald or hangovergang.com, yeah, and go buy his CDs, get them autographed, whatever. It's totally worth it. He has so many bangers outside of just being controversial songs. Those are the most important ones because it spreads the message and goes viral. But the best thing is just, you know, spread that message and do what you can to support this man, because in this day and age, he's so very important to spreading this message, and hopefully we can save America. This election coming up is so important, and I hope you guys realize that, and hopefully the country's going to be in good hands for the next 4 years. So be alert, be wary. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know your views and opinions on this video and Tom Macdonald and this amazing lyrics and stuff like that down below. Thank you all, and I will catch you guys in the next one.